Is Magic the Gathering fun? It's another normal day in my house. I spent hours sleeping, to then spend hours watching YouTube, just to wonder, why can't I make something interesting to make people zone out as well? I also, for some reason, have been starting to watch YouTube on my TV, to just end up watching something completely different on my phone. Regardless, the reason I'm saying this is because I wanted to make a video on games and why we like them. So I started to boot up Steam Labs to record my game footage, and I found out I uninstalled New Vegas. I then decided I would make the same video, but instead with Magic. After all, I do play so much Magic, and so I should be able to make a good video, right? Right? So in short, I sleep too much, I'm crazy addicted to YouTube, I don't know how to game capture to save my life, and I own way too many cards. Let's go! Okay. Is Magic fun? Yes. Roll credits only involving me. Well, it's not that simple, is it? To be fair, what quantifies as fun is subjective. Yes, I can hear you one guy in the comment section. I know. Sounds stupid and obvious to say it. So I instead ask this. Is Magic fun after you play it again? Like a video game, Magic can be played again and again and again, as well as have different outcomes and playstyles. This might not apply to all games, but in cases of games with replayability, it does. But unlike Magic, a video game is finite. You can only do so much before you've done it all. But wait, you might say, Magic is like that too. But is it really? In a game like Fallout, you can make a character. You can make them male or female. You can make him a disgusting troll-faced hag named Rick, who likes long walks and eating sugar bomb cereal out of the skulls of other people. But regardless of Rick's different adventures he goes on and however many you decide to do or how long you decide to play it this time, he can still only be a player with a gun, a bigger gun, or a stick. You can also talk your way out of stuff, but you can't do it in every situation, and it's also not in every game. But still, even out of all those choices, you either choose to min-max your character, or you don't. But in Magic, you can make what feels like an endless amount of decks. Even more so in Commander, having a theme around a playstyle or a creature type, or even just the one commander. And sure, you might be saying, hey, what about that? You basically just said the same thing about Fallout. And to that I'd say true. And not true. You see, you could make a Shakashima deck that makes copies, go wide, smack, and that's cool. But there's more to it than that. Just like not every blue player has 2 mana up, got a counterspell, not every Shakashima deck is the same. I'll press that it's up to you what you make. This next part of the video, I'm just gonna focus on Commander. Partially because it's the most popular format they have in Magic, and mostly because hopefully that popularity will excel at least one more viewer on this channel, which would be kinda nice. But having said that, it brings to mind another problem. Efficiency. In a game of Magic, efficiency makes or breaks a deck of cards. Too little and you never do anything, but too much and no one else does anything. But still, there's an extra problem. What if the problem isn't what you do too much, but what you do the same? Like a deck that looks for a card. You could use Diabolic Tutor to put Mommy in your hand. Scheming Symmetry to put Mommy on top. Increasing Ambitions to put Mommy in your hand. Or use its flashback cost to get it again if the card was counterspelled or discarded somehow. I'm probably will mess up this pronunciation here, but Sidizzy Undead Visor can put mommy into your hand, if exploited herself or another creature. Another card I'm ready to butcher as well, Vargoth Bloodshy Sire, can put mommy onto the top by boasting for a black and a generic when it attacks. And these are not even the most effective ways to do this. Look, did I want an excuse to talk about Mommy God, the mother of all that matters in this world? Yes. But that's just a card. If you wanted to tutor for a win con or an infinite combo, you can. Just change that whole section I just said to tutor win, tutor win, tutor win. I'm getting bored just even saying it like that. But just like video games, we get bored of them if they just do the same thing. I've got friends that don't even put tutors in their decks because they're no fun to use. It's why we get bored of games, and the more we restart, the same customized character section, the same intro, and the same tutorial. Shoot! Tutor is in tutorial! Now hold on, mister. Me and my friends, we play Fortnite, and it's the same game over and over, but we still have fun. And first off, random voice impression I just did? No, you don't. Secondly, Fortnite quote-unquote with friends is fun because everyone is playing the game. As for what I stated before, in Magic, if you have an efficient deck, then only you are playing, or you're so fast that no one has time to play. Therefore, in short, I didn't just come to this game shop to sit at the table and continuously shuffle my library. I could do that at home by myself. Look, I bet everyone here is probably gonna think I don't win a lot of Magic or I lose a bunch, and regardless of that sentiment, it's still, we've all been there. We've all sat at a table where someone plays a deck, wins immediately, or even worse than that, lock everyone out of the game. It's not fun for anybody. And if it is fun for them, good. But that's not exactly how a game of multiplayer should be. Everyone should have fun. Everyone should enjoy the game, to an extent. So what do? Well, the easiest thing to do is make a new deck. And we do. Players all over the place. I personally have 20 commander decks, all of which are completely different. And most decks that I've made full of busted cards weren't fun. Sure, I got to play 1 or 2 games, do the fun splashy thing, but it was the same. And after that 2 or 3 turns, it didn't feel like I was doing anything other than playing solitary. And that wasn't fun for me. There was no risk to cast a spell. There was no holding my mana for the right thing. There was nothing. I'm not saying you can't play a Power 9 deck. I'm not even saying you can't play tutors. I'm just saying, the more we make the same, the faster Magic will die. I know. Heavy stuff. Saying that everything will go away in utter sadness. I know. But seriously, just sit down and look at your deck. Put it into 2 piles and use only one category. Would you play this over playing this card? Not only will this save everyone you play with so much time by you knowing what you're looking for instead of going through your deck just to find the perfect card while it felt like 6 hours has passed for everyone else at the table, but it will also help you see how little of your deck you play, and frankly, that you even like. But wait, do you like those cards that you never play? I love looking at a card and going, I'm gonna make this work. My friends judge me on it all the time, but honestly, I shouldn't let them. I'll give you a particular card. Ob-Nixilis, Reignited. He is everything you want in a father. He's got wings, a flaming torso, and he never calls or comes back to the same plane with milk for any child. But daddy issues aside, what he does bring to the table, pun intended, is he can draw a card, he can destroy a creature, and he can punish players for drawing, which will last well beyond the time they take you out of the game, because it's an emblem effect. So why is he bad? Why do all my friends tell me not to put him in the 99? It's because he's 5 mana. He's not efficient. I could just run a Read the Bones, a Cast Down, a Go for the Throat. Hell, even Murder for 3 could work way more. And I'm not blind. I'm not seeing cosmic stars that completely shadow over what things are and aren't. It's true. He's not efficient. But I like that Obnixilis card. But the more the game becomes about winning fast and low costs, the less it becomes about fun. And the reason Commander was made in the first place. My friends told me that Obnixilis was a bad card. And you know what? As of the making of this video, he was in my binder. Not in a 60 card deck. Not even in one of the 20-ish Commander card decks I have. My binder. They won. Efficiency won. So the next time you play a game, and you win on turn 3 or 4 for the 9th time in a row that day, and you look around at all the faces of people that spent all that time doing nothing at the table and not having any fun, ask yourself, is Magic fun? Well, player, it's up to you, isn't it?